So hello everyone, welcome to another Ratchet Repairs video. In this video I will finally be discussing the new EC-01 Dino, which is basically an undersized version of UT's Red Dasher. So here's a box, nothing much to see on the box, but something in, I think it's Chinese, I don't know for sure, but yeah, it's here. And as you can hear from my way of describing it, I'm not that enthusiastic about it. First off, I was really hoping for a car that was in size. It's a fun thing, really. This is the size of MPM Bumblebee. This is the size of UT Red Dasher. As you can see, this one is just too big. To be honest, it's about 1 centimeter too big. And here we have the new EC-01, and this is about 1 centimeter too small. This is actually exactly the same size as the Dance of Death version, which is a proper bummer because yeah, this is just too big, too small. These are about the size of the old Deluxes. Yeah, meh. So when I got this and I transformed it into alt mode, as you can see, it's flawed. There are some marks on mine that actually make these bits not fold in completely, messing up the entire line for the car, so I might have to mod it. But to be fair, I think this is going straight onto the Dutch eBay, which is called Marktplaats, because I don't see any future in this. Yeah, sorry to be this disappointing. I know a lot of people were excited about this guy. I was excited about this guy, but yeah, to be honest, the scale is 130.5 compared to 128.7 for the MPM figures. So anything between 128 and 129 would have worked. This is closer at 127.5 in scale, but it's still too big. But to be honest, I prefer this with them just being a little bit bigger over the little bit smaller. But yeah, unfortunately we still don't have a proper Dino. Let's do some size comparisons. As you can see, with Bumblebee, with Dance of Death, and with UT, and making this small actually hurt the transformation, because while this one is a joy to transform and everything just flows naturally and looks stunning, this is a little bit of a pain and all the bits are too sharp because they're way too tiny, and yeah, it's just not where you want it to be. Granted, this figure in robot mode is about 17 centimeters, which is where you want it to be, but if I had to pick between these two, I would pick the Dance of Death, because this is just, it's there. If you want, it's about 50 euros, but if I'm going to be really honest, it's just a waste of money. So yeah, vehicle mode, if you're not going to display your car in vehicle mode, you can be quite happy that we can transform him. It's basically the same as UT's, only with sharper edges because they made it smaller. So here he is in his robot mode. After I start fiddling with him, I also took the time to transform Dance of Death for as far as possible, and UT's Red Dasher. So yeah, this is what a lot of people think is great about the figure, the robot mode size. And to be fair, it looks a little better with Bumblebee this way. So robot mode size is, yeah, it looks to be perfect in robot mode size, but I just don't like the car. It's way too small. But yeah, let's stop fussing about that and do some size comparisons. Here he is with Jazz. Here he is with the Dance of Death, which is an apt name for the transformation of this figure. Especially this one, because it's quite loose. Yeah, so it's bigger than Dance of Death. even though Dance of That actually has posable hands, which both figures don't have. I might just use this one for bits and put the hands on UT's Red Dasher. So yeah, when it comes to scaling with the NPM collection in robot mode, I think this one is nicer, robot mode wise. I would have preferred if they made him just a little bit bigger. That way the transformation would have been less of a hassle and way more fun to do. Because you may not see it, but he's prickly. He is almost as prickly as Dance of That. Because of the way they scaled him down, the plastic is sharper and thinner. And yeah, they just took the fun out of Red Dasher. I must say, UT did a marvelous job on this guy. The way that he transforms and how everything flows together. It's just fun to transform this one. And they kind of ruined that with this one. Because it's too small and the bits are too sharp. So, would I recommend getting him? If you're going for robot mode, this looks nice. I mean, it looks good enough. So yeah, just don't transform him ever. If you're going for a transforming figure that's more fun, I would say take the size difference and get UT's Red Dasher. Because I'm going to paint this guy up soon enough, and then you'll see that he actually shines quite nicely. It's a stunning figure. I love the transformation. If UT were to remake this one, I would say please, please, please scale him down just a little bit. Make sure that the car is 15.7 centimeters long, which is the size it should have. And just keep making these figures, because this is stunning and it's fun and it's nice. They totally lost that with this one. The panels don't line up. It's sharp. It's not. It's fiddly. They just lost all the fun out of it. And to me, yeah, I'm sorry to be so disappointed about a figure. Doesn't happen that often, but yeah, here he is. So I think that's basically all I'm going to do for this review. Here you have him, EC-01 Dino in his robot mode, Bumblebee and Red Dasher. If I take Bumblebee out and try to fiddle in Dance of That, which is something, I am genuinely hating this figure for some reason. It's fiddly, it doesn't stand up right, it's, yeah, as you can see, Dance of That. So here you have all the three of them together. So if you're asking me which one you should get, I would say get Red Dasher. It's the nicest figure of the three because it's transforming is fun. The robot mode is decent, even though it's a little bit too big. This robot mode works better with the series, I must admit. So if you're going for just the robot mode, get this one. If you're going for a transforming fun figure, get this one. And especially don't bother with the knockoffs if they don't offer that much other than a better price point. Always get the original. That's what I do, because that way you can actually make sure companies like UT keep making these figures, and we can get keep getting nicer and better robots in disguise. So without further ado, thank you for hearing me rambling on about EC-01 Dino, and I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please like, subscribe, share and comment on this video, and I hope to see you soon for the next one. So thank you, bye!